Welcome to the Outhouse Super Show.
You draw trouble like an outhouse draws flies. Outhouse.
Oh, look, an indoor outhouse.
Been in outhouses that didn't stink that bad.
40 yards to the outhouse.
Most brothers be having them an outhouse.
Welcome to the Outhouse Super Show, episode 23. Woo! We are your hosts, Dwarf Among Midgets. My name is Matty Mayonnaise, and I've got
Messi Gravis.
And also,
I'm Keebles.
And we have a very special guest tonight, or today, and we have Hypocrisy Jones.
Yeah.
AKA all these other names.
The real Jordan, as I call him.
I really wish people would just call me Hypocrisy. That would just be great. I just want that to catch on.
I'll call you Hip.
Or Hype. Like,
what's up, Hype?
Hype is a cool
I
name
like that.
for it.
Yo, what up, Hype?
Yeah, what up, bro? What up?
I like Hype as a cool nickname.
That is cool. I never thought about that. What's up, Hype?
That's what they call him on
just kicking it
in your house.
Yeah. That's what my house crew, that's what they call me. They call me Hype.
So yes, he is on a million podcasts, as we've talked about maybe before. You have the In Your House Wrestling podcast. You got the Kokomo Press podcast. You got something else too, right? Don't you do something else?
So with In Your House, I also work on the Pope Elijah Burke's podcast. So I edit his video series.
Nice. I knew you had a lot of podcast credits under your belt. So
I'm trying,
that's
bro.
why it's cool. It's cool to have you.
I'm trying. I have this weird hobby, and like it spawned. So like I like it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And we're recording live from where, Matty?
We're at Outhouse Records, our new record store in downtown Kokomo, Geek Street 109, East Sycamore.
You like the vibe, Jordan? You like the vibe?
I do. I've always loved this place,
there.
and I was happy you guys got it. Like I'm so excited for you guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And we're right down the street from Cooper's Pub, which is awesome.
I know that place.
Yeah, every Thursday, 8 p.m.
Yeah,
the show's just turned into just all plugs now.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I think that means that we're all moving. It's upward trajectory,
right?
Like so that's good, right? That's what we want. That's like
it's going somewhere.
Like,
exactly.
We all move with crews that are like building something, and there's a fucking beauty in that, bro.
It's amazing.
Creating and being creative and building on that is a wonderful thing.
There's always stuff to plug. Then that means only good things are coming. So
So speaking of Cooper,
you would almost call it a weekly plug.
I mean, we could plug bad shit if you want, man.
I tried with that one.
Speaking of Cooper, is that last week where you had that magician?
Dude, that dude was awesome.
Week, wasn't that dude awesome? Austin?
Yeah.
Austin
Wilson. I invited him to Harvestfest.
Yeah.
I have a weird story about him because
here we go.
Like I know him through wrestling.
Oh yeah, you said that on stage.
Yeah, he was my heavy in a match with a company called AACW.
That's where I seen him.
Yeah.
I thought he looked familiar.
Yeah.
I go, where the fuck have I seen that dude?
That was really cool. Like, and it was really cool because like I did this match where I was supposed to be like heel manager and shit like that, and I wanted to be chicken shit. And so like my partner didn't show up, so I pulled somebody out of the crowd, and it was Austin.
Nice.
And like so
That's
like
cool.
it worked, and then I got over it, and like it was cool.
That's awesome. So you've done actual wrestling stuff too. I guess we didn't talk about that. We just talked about your podcasting. But you were a really good heel manager for a while there. I saw you get thrown out of a battle royal. That was awesome.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, he takes bumps too. What the hell?
I got to do some cool stuff in wrestling, and I keep on being able to like have the opportunity. It's a really cool world. It's weird.
Nice.
Is that still around AACW?
I don't know. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
He separated himself from that.
I haven't heard anything from him
Doing
lately,
all
so I
types of
didn't know.
shit these days.
It's because he left. Now they're not doing shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as soon as Jordan left, I don't need to see it no more. You know what I mean?
Hey, I don't know, man. Like, so I have weird relationships in wrestling, and I don't like leave everybody on bad terms. But if I leave you on bad terms, it's probably because
people don't know.
man, I don't know.
You think in a world of make believe, adults act normal?
Hey, hold on. We don't use that make believe bullshit here. It's not fake. Scripted is different.
That's true. The only thing that's real is the miles and the bruises.
There's such a level of creativity to wrestling. Like it's weird because people take it really personally, and sometimes you don't need to. Like sometimes it
pick your battles.
Well, it goes back to what I said before. Like I love being in groups and being around people that are upward trajectory. And upward trajectory is there's a whole lot of being positive in that. There's a whole lot of fucking like dream chasing and everything like that. But it's a lot of hard work. And sometimes, man, you find a lot of people that want to take the easy route and shit, and you can't do that.
Cables.
No. Yeah, positivity is the thing. The thing is, we went through in our band, a negative period, and we just broke the fuck up. And we didn't get back together until we all got along again. And so I think that was the best thing for Dwarf, honestly, because any kind of negative energy is just going to bring you down.
I quit Kokomo Press once.
Yeah.
It was a thing, and it wasn't even them. It was a me thing. Like sometimes, like I had a whole lot of shit going on, bro. Like I do hobbies and shit like that. None of those things pay me. Like I got an actual job. I got a family and shit like that. And so like sometimes doing all that shit at once and not knowing how to organize it, can get to you.
It definitely will.
Yeah. So I understand, but sometimes like you link back together. Like there was no hard feelings or no hard feelings. I think
it was because of Courtney, wasn't it?
Yeah, we can't blame everything on Courtney, bro. I love her.
That's what I do.
No,
it's fun to roast Courtney because she gets so mad
every week. Remember, we do it at Maddie's house, and it was an ongoing thing. Me and Kibbles would try to make fun of her somehow in the distance, and you're a what?
She was always in the background playing video games. I mean, you always hear it. It was like an every week thing. I know she told me the other day she was sad that we don't do it there anymore.
I know.
She's like, I'm never around for the podcast anymore.
Yeah.
She's like, now I have to watch it.
Yeah.
Before she's like, well, I already know everything you guys talked about because I was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told her, I was like, you want to come hang out at the record store? You can come hang out.
Is that Bang? Do you watch your own podcast?
Sometimes, sometimes I do.
You do 5 a week. It's hard, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a really weird thing.
Is there one that you watch all the time?
No,
Joe Rogan. He's a Joe Rogan.
I'll go back and watch our shit when I feel like I really need to. Like if I feel like, hey, I need to go back and remember what I said, because sometimes you get on this shit and you're just like,
yeah, exactly. I don't remember what I said half the time after the podcast.
Sometimes that's the thing, but also this is just sometimes we take even this stuff too seriously, right?
Yeah.
Like this is just a thing that we're putting out in the universe, and hope maybe people will gravitate to it,
entertained.
Maybe people will grasp something to it.
We were doing it for each other. Like I'm doing it for him and him.
Well,
and he's doing it for us.
You do, but at the same time, you want to, why keep doing
Make it fun?
Yeah.
It's more fun when you get people interacting with it.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It most definitely is.
This is all a self-serving thing for me too, doing podcasting. It really has been, but it's also a thing that I'm putting out in the universe, and I'm like, let me see what comes from that, and a lot of good things have come from it. It's weird.
I mean, that's just like our music. Like
we put out some maybe some dark vibes at some point, and kind of gotten some roadblocks put in us because of it. But they're only bad vibes because someone put bad vibes on them. They never were towards, in our views.
But the thing is about whether it being vain or not, though, I feel like you have to a certain extent to be able to keep up your craft and to be able to keep getting better at it.
Oh, yeah.
You're never going to get better if you don't know your flaws. You need to watch and find out,
learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, okay, my rhythm was off there. Maybe I need to pay more attention to Kibbles, some stuff like that.
That never happened, but yeah.
And I notice sometimes that you guys like to talk over each other, so I try to tell you outside the podcast, like, hey, but I wouldn't know that in person. You don't feel that, but when you watch back, you can tell.
Yeah, where Maddie stopped me like, hey, you're a shop owner now. You can't say that shit. I'm like,
yeah,
that's true.
Exactly.
Sorry, Maddie.
It's okay.
I need somebody. I need somebody like you to yell at me because I'm gonna keep going.
You gotta be reeled in sometimes.
Yeah,
you go a little overboard. I like towing the line.
Yes,
don't get me wrong. I love towing the line.
I don't know where the line is though. That's the problem.
I think that's
what I'm here for.
That might be our thing though. Is that really we like groups too, but it seems like we only really like one.
Yeah.
Because we do everything in this group, but it seems to be...
No, I wouldn't say that, because we do a lot of stuff in conjunction with Kokomo Press.
Yeah, we do. That's
then
not
again,
what I mean.
up until...
We like to get with other groups, but I'm saying everything we do creatively is pretty much together. And then we add other people too, which
up until
amazing.
The last 4 or 5 years, we didn't have another group in town that we really connected with. But Kokomo Press, it's like we all get along.
I was telling Jordan
we all love comedy, so...
I feel like in music, right, and I don't know shit about music. Other than I listen, I'm a consumer, but I'm around artists and things like that. I would assume that your creative conjoining or collaborating.
Creativity.
Chemistry
would come from like when you're with other bands like at shows and things like that, and you talk in the back and you're like, hey, we do this, we do that. Yeah, it's all right.
We do that in music too. Yeah, We'll play with a band one time and be like, dude, we got to play more shows together. Like we just yell like Fiber, or now it's Tight Like a Tiger. They're called now. Yeah, they used to be called Fiber, and we played
GPD now. You know, there's a lot of bands that we just love.
But like with the guys in Tight Like a Tiger, they're playing Harvestfest September 14th.
Hell yeah, hell yeah! Shout out.
We played with them for the first time in like 2009 in a little hole in the wall place in Peru. It wasn't even the Hangar. And like we were just like, we just got along with them so well that we're like, we need to start playing shows together. And now we've been playing shows together for the last 15 years, like on and off. We don't like hang out all the time, but like we just gel so well. So it's very similar in music. It's like, let's put shows together because they'll bring us down there, we bring them up here, whatever. But
I think that's why I strive for more than one band too, because my dwarf vibe is different than my Master Hunter vibe.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
I'm in another band too, man. I listen to a lot of.
So it opens up my creativity more.
Say hippie shit or whatever.
But it's funny when it blends together because like I'll be writing lyrics for Master Hunter and Tony will be like, no dwarf lyrics.
Well, I mean, sure, it's similar to like the podcast thing. That's why you got Kokomo Press and you got In Your House. Like, you get different creativity, different vibes from different things, and like you're not going to stay creative if you just keep doing the same thing.
I have different personalities, like legit. Like I don't like I think
every good person does.
I think so. My wife tells me I need to go to therapy, but
me
like
too, but
I've done that shit. Like, and I'm not opposed to it, but like I think I have multiple personalities, but I like being able to express those in different platforms. And like
you have to be, otherwise you're gonna drive yourself crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
now I have In Your House, which I can be a whole different human.
You guys beat Jim Cornette, I saw, by the way. That's freaking...
Hey, I love Jim Cornette. I love Jim Cornette.
They're higher than Jim Cornette on the charts.
That's awesome.
You guys are what, top? Yeah. You're like 91 now or something?
We're riding the top 100. It fluctuates a little bit from day to day, week to week. But we've been...
I didn't mean to derail you.
No, we've been riding that top 100, and we're gonna keep on going up. So like that's the plan. But like what I was saying was I get to play different characters, kind of like even in the Kokomo Press. I'm just like I don't have to do much there, which is nice. Like
you've been doing a lot of hosting though.
So that's nice because I feel like I found a lane.
You're a good host. I like your hosting.
Yeah.
I like it.
I feel like
you come up and you feed off the other person like what they said.
Yeah,
you know, like I like when hosts do that where they don't just go up there and go, yeah, you're a nice guy and this and this. He's like, that dude's crazy. Let me tell you something about this.
Right,
you know,
right.
It's like, he said something about crack. Well, here's a joke about my dad. I like it.
Exactly. Which I love that joke. He goes, what was it said? My dad's black. Another way of saying my mom is fat.
That was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny.
That one got me. I kept thinking about it all night. Brandon.
Well, you can engage when you're up there. You're able to engage with everybody, and you're looking everybody in the eye, and you're doing what you're supposed to. Not everyone's got that. Some people just walk up and do a monologue or whatever, but to engage with everyone like you do, it makes you a really good host.
And Kibbles, he's gonna get Thursdays off, so he's gonna start doing some stand-up.
Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you again, but that's what we do. We do tangents upon tangents. So
this is life, man. This is how conversations go, man. Sometimes that happens. Like it's weird. Yeah. I love doing the stand up thing. I think I have I feel better being a host.
Oh yeah.
And in some ways, not that I don't like just going up there and doing sets and stuff. I think I'm good at that. I think I'm getting better at that. Getting better at like crafting jokes. But like I feel like more so I'm finding my lane and shit. But you're going to be coming to open mics on Thursdays. The man has me down because I work at a local puzzle factory.
I like when you say, you're like, let's not name this place, but let's call it a puzzle factory.
What's funny is there is a puzzle factory here by
not that far from us. Yeah.
Well,
so people are like, wait, he works at the puzzle factory?
Yeah, that's why I thought Tipton. That's the first place I thought.
That's fine too. Google that shit. Either way, I don't know the name. So, but like,
that place sucks.
Man, that's why I like feeding off of the energy like of being
all that negativity at work.
Stuff like, well, it's not even. I go to work, man, and I block shit out. I don't really worry about people. Like, not that I don't care or anything like that. It's just like, all right, I got to do this thing for the next 8 to 12 hours.
You're like CM Punk.
Like,
you're like, I'm here to make money, not friends.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that because like I've made friends there. Like, like that's how Jordan and I became close. Okay. It's just because we worked there, and like I smoke and he likes sucking nicotine. Like,
Oh, okay.
I smoke,
they said
and he likes
nicotine.
sucking what?
I still don't know
That's how
why
I
he
met
chills.
Jordan too.
I still don't know why he chills in the smoke area.
He just likes to socialize.
He does, but like this is how we talk and communicate, and it's like how we've done for like a long time now.
Maybe he planned it. He saw you and he was like, I'm gonna get that guy in the Kokomo Press. I'm gonna start hanging out in the smoking
exactly.
section.
He's cool.
And that's how you bond.
And see, and that's how Kibbles met him, because he made Jordan take off his shirt and jump topless with cigarettes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do the truffle shuffle,
And
Jordan.
he goes, "Put your arms down, damn it."
Jesus.
All right, now sing that song about a picture that you have.
Yeah.
Take your clothes off slowly.
Look at this photograph.
So
You got to put that Nickelback poster up, by the way.
That was the one thing I found when I bought this place, was a hologram Nickelback poster.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, that's going to be on the front.
You got
That's
hidden
going up front.
treasures in
Dude,
here.
he had it like hidden behind a
there's a
shelf, and
lot.
Jesse's like, nope, it's going right up
Yeah,
front.
up front.
Oh, man.
As soon as you walk in, you're gonna see it. I was thinking about getting a giant 6-foot Deadpool statue, him like pointing at it, like
Yeah,
a framed hologram Nickelback poster.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Did you watch Deadpool and Wolverine yet?
Not yet. I was going to
Nobody
do
here's seen
I was
it?
gonna do it
Okay, no
today.
spoilers then.
After the podcast,
It's
I'm
great.
going today.
It's great, by the way.
Okay, nice.
being,
I've heard
being
it's
surrounded
good.
by all these old ass records all the time has got me thinking, and I'm segueing into my first question.
Yeah.
If you could bring back one musician from the dead, like a dead guy, completely gone, who would it be? Just to come
Oh,
make
yeah.
one.
Oh, ODB.
one?
ODB.
You want one more? Oh baby, I like it raw.
Yeah,
Just one more.
One more.
I like his energy, man. If I
Yeah.
could like hone my energy into
Yes.
a person, it would be
That's a
him.
weird-
When you
Like,
post, you have
So that's
you
your
kind of
favorite?
have
He does.
ODB
Is that your
energy.
favorite Wu Tang? Member?
yeah, it's him and then Meth and
Spectre Deck.
and then
I'm a
probably just
RZA guy myself, man.
Yeah.
Like, the
Ghostface.
creation of everything.
Ghostface.
makes
My
me
favorite
feel-
thing of ODB is when he got his EBT in the limo. Remember that? he went and got his EBT card and he's counting his food stamps in his limo.
Oh my god,
He does a chaotic energy.
On
for sure.
MTV.
Yeah.
And he aired it on MTV. Like,
Bro, he was
MTV
wild.
cameras,
Yeah,
come here.
he had great music videos too.
Oh,
like,
man.
in that era.
I think he knew his life was short, and he's like, "Fuck it, we're gonna ride the wheels until the wheels fall off."
life
basically.
is short, man. You gotta you and you
But like
have
some people
to.
do that. Like my buddy Tyler, like he was insane. Like he would break into sheds and weird shit and fill super soakers full of piss and spray people in the drive-through. Like order a
That's
cup of
just
water,
fucked up.
like weird shit like that. He's the only one of my friends I had to literally choke out to calm down.
Oh shit.
One of those guys, and he died young. And I was like, I think he knew he was gonna die young. That's why they live like that.
Oh.
Like they're over the top, like lighting shit on fire all the time, breaking and robbing people. Yeah, just chaotic. Like he went to prison because he stole credit cards and went to buy 700 lottery tickets with a credit card at the place where he works.
Jesus.
Okay, all right.
Trying to put that one credit card into $1 million.
There's a difference between
people,
living free and no and then just like trying to unalive yourself, bro.
Yeah, stupid people and crazy people.
Yeah,
It's not always the same.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Tyler.
It's like Speed.
Yeah, R.I.P. bro.
You remember Speed? Remember crazy, not
yes,
stupid.
crazy.
Right.
It's like, fuck me.
Sometimes,
Pop quiz, hot shot.
sometimes I like to choke my wife and pound that ass silly. You know what I mean? What's the last romantic thing you did for your girl?
Well, we just recently got married.
Ooh,
but-
congratulations.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm 22 years, bro. I'm with
Hell
you.
yeah. Well, I'm all. It's 2 months and a few days from
So
here.
you're not
Probably
with
after
him.
this is premiere. But we just went to a Hobo Johnson and the Love Makers
Oh,
concert.
yeah, I saw that.
I got her tickets way back because
Nice.
she likes it. And I was like, oh, let me do this nice thing. So we did that this past week.
She likes
actually.
live. She likes live music and shit.
She likes him. So
Okay.
and I'm not gonna lie. Like we both have like some social anxiety shit, which is weird
Yeah,
for
well,
the
it's
realms
perfect
that
for
I'm
each
in.
other,
Maybe it's the thought. It's so loud.
I thought it would be cool because it was we went to the Egyptian room. It was kind of intimate.
Oh, I
so
love the
like
Egyptian. Downstairs?
yeah,
Yeah, downstairs.
Or the
Upstairs?
It was the real Egyptian.
Oh, the
or-
upstairs?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
downstairs is a theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
The
I like
Egyptian
downstairs.
room with the actual fucking.
Mirage,
Yeah. It's
I like
cool.
downstairs.
I got
Much
the
better.
seats on the side, so we had a little
Oh, yeah.
table joint. Oh,
That's cool.
I'm so sorry.
And-
Good. New table. This is the first time we've done this.
That's
all
what's
good.
up. So like we had the option to like go up and down. So I was like,
Nice.
this is cool. Like so.
Nice.
That's
That's
cool.
awesome.
That's awesome. So we are in question corner with Kibbles or whatever
Yeah,
whatever hell we call this.
I got a few, but I knew that we'd be able, that
Okay.
we would just talk.
Yeah, you're
so
good.
I only wrote like a few.
Yeah, just toss
like,
them in.
You know,
I told him you're gonna have some like unhinged questions for him.
Yeah, just
and
a
these
few,
so far are
you know what I
not.
mean?
They're just pretty normal.
Yeah,
I got
too
one.
bad. We had too much to talk about with this.
I got one.
With this guy.
I got one
Yeah,
for you.
that's true,
I'll
that's
see what
true.
kind of person you are.
Okay.
Who do you think built the pyramids?
Oh.
Okay, so my next question.
No, I want to know the answer to this.
Yeah. You can tell
I'm
by who the
interested.
person it is.
Well, it had to be slaves, like
Okay,
of some sort. And I'm not saying they're like human slaves, but
There
they
you go,
are
that's what I was
slaves
looking
for. Oh, there we go,
regardless.
yeah.
So like you don't build something that high in
I think
We're not
music-
talking like a troop of chimpanzees or nothing. We're talking
It
about like
could've been.
aliens.
It could be.
Like they trained hamsters or something to pull these things up.
I mean,
No.
something had to
impressive.
happen. Like that's a big ass stones,
and
bro.
it lasted
like,
forever.
and it has, yeah.
Well, and to think about how old it is.
Exactly.
I mean, this is like conspiracy
Billions.
101, but like the way that how old it is, and like you can actually like line up the constellations with them.
Well,
And
it's
like,
still off Orion. It's still off because it's millions of years. It's off a little bit, but back then when
Yeah.
it was,
That's what I'm saying.
It's on point.
Aliens.
Yeah,
I don't know.
think something larger than humans built it.
Well, so I'm wavering in my unfaith of like of a higher power. Like
See,
I
I
still
can tell. I can tell by someone asked him that question.
Well,
See where they-
that's how you start conversation.
yeah.
well, so like for me, like I don't like fully believe in like Christian God or whatever, but like there has to be something,
A higher
right?
power or something.
Has to be
Agnostic
something.
then.
Yeah.
So like you
absolute-
believe there's something else, but you don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's definitely a spiritual thing,
An
or like,
exodus.
yeah. I don't know, but
That's why
like,
I think someone built us and then left.
I think the thing is though is that like we worry about this shit too much. Like I don't know how it got here, but like we're not supposed to worry about how it got here. We're supposed to worry about what the time that we're
what
here.
But what
do
if
something.
we can use the pyramids to tap into the earth for free?
Fuck
Power.
yeah, we need to find that out for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. For
What
sure.
if that's
So-
that's what they? Because you notice there's monoliths all around the world. They're all connected to do that one pyramid.
This would be a cool video game. You got to travel the world and find the monoliths and then connect them and then gain the power.
Yeah, like a Cohagen and Total Recall. You unlock
yes,
the reactor.
exactly.
I feel that.
Unlock the pyramid.
Unlock time
what I
travel.
believe is there was a race of giants, right? And they liked ice cream a lot. And those are just upside down ice cream cones that have fallen and have stayed there forever.
That's my family reunion.
Yeah. That's probably what happened. That makes the most sense to
Well, hey,
me.
the Anunnaki were considered giants.
Yes,
so,
they were,
I mean,
yeah.
There you
I'm just
go.
saying.
And
All
they
right,
may
sorry.
have had a dairy preference.
Sorry, Kibbles. Yeah, lactose intolerant Anunnaki.
Hey, man.
That's a song title. Lactose intolerant Anunnaki.
Are the Anunnaki lactose
So,
intolerant?
what's your favorite wrestling match of all time?
Oh fuck! That's
it's
you have it. Okay, that's
Yeah,
pretty
that was
loaded.
quick.
It's
That's pretty
Halloween
quick.
Havoc, 1998.
Hell
With
yeah.
Ultimate
Eddie
Warrior
Guerrero.
and Sting?
No, fuck you.
Or Ultimate Warrior?
Who was wrestling?
It's Eddie and Ray.
Yeah, but
Okay.
when he's
Right.
wearing that purple
Yeah,
costume.
yeah,
the Phantom.
Fantastic match.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Okay.
Because he talks about that match where they called it on the spot.
Yeah,
a lot of the match, and he's never done it since.
So they had
You
worked
know?
together for so long. They were just like, "Hey, kid, we're just gonna go in
Yeah,
there. We're just gonna
swing it.
do it." But like Eddie for one was such a fucking good wrestler.
His sequencing, the way the storytelling in the ring is just so good.
We watched not to plug in Your House podcast,
plug
but you
it
should
all.
watch. We did an
good show.
ECW watch
Definitely
along here recently,
I
and
saw
we
that,
watched Eddie versus Dean Malenko.
Yeah.
and like just going back and watching it with those guys and talking about it real time, like it is really fun to do.
Psychosis and Ray at ECW, those are good ones.
Oh yeah,
With the chairs.
Psychosis
and shit.
used to be my
Psych-
dude. Yeah,
Psychosis is the dude. I love that dude.
The chairman, bro.
My favorite's real stereotypical, but it was like the end of when I quit. Right when I stopped watching wrestling was the Hell in a Cell, Mankind and Undertaker. We
when
talked
he
about
threw
him
that
off.
before.
That made you stop
that was
watching
just
wrestling?
like- no, it didn't make me stop. That's around the time I stopped. So
Oh.
it's like the
That's
one
when it
that
was
really
like-
stands out.
I'll say
to
that would
me.
make me watch
It
wrestling
was
more.
like really awesome. It's like the end
Why'd
of
you-
the awesome area.
I've gotten people into wrestling by showing them that match.
What made you not watch anymore after that?
What
though?
made me watch? Okay.
It was too real.
ICP. I was a fucking juggalo as a kid, so ICP got into wrestling. And they went to WCW.
And
right?
WWF. They went both.
Yeah, but then when they quit wrestling, so did I.
And then went to ECW.
And then,
they went
and then,
He's a relapsed juggalo.
and then they told us to quit liking Eminem, so I did that for a while, and then I realized that there's no one better.
You are a real ass juggler.
I was
So
when I was a kid, man. I was
funny.
brainwashed. I was brainwashed.
Blake
That's
walked
not
in with
fair.
some Faygo a minute ago, and we're like, don't let
Cotton
people
candy,
see that.
yeah.
He'll sleeper agent. He'll just like wake up and start to spray everybody with it.
PTSD.
Oh
I'd be
man,
like, oh my god, fat chicks.
Yes.
I'm surprised we vibe because juggalos usually don't like.
It's because
me,
I'm
bro.
not that guy.
You're not that guy.
I'm not that.
He's not a
guy.
juggalo anymore. Like
All right.
that was as a kid. He was. When I first met him, okay,
He had a phase.
I was just telling Kibble
I
or
always
Jesse
liked all
about this.
kinds of music though.
I don't. getting ready to tell you something that I just told Jesse the other day that I don't know if we've talked about on here. The first day that I met you, I used to date his little sister, like 20 years ago.
We were kids.
21 years ago, actually. That's how long ago we know each other. But I remember the first day I met you, you were wearing an ICP or a Twisted shirt, maybe. It was some kind of Juggalo shirt. And you were like, yeah, your Juggalo tattoos already, even though you were like 16 or something. Still had a Juggalo tattoo. And
that's how you know.
Yeah. And I met him. And
tattoo parties.
You said you hated rap music at that point. You were like, I hate rap music. But I'm like, you're donned out on ICP? Like, what? Explain yourself, teenage
And then I
kibbles.
proceeded to pull out a guitar, and we played music.
Well, no, that's another thing. No, that
was after that. It was a few months after.
You know what I mean?
No, he's saying he's brainwashed. So in his mind, that wasn't rap.
It was.
That's a way of life.
That's what I felt. And then
that's a way of life.
Here I was,
listen to me. I was a fat kid. I was a scrub. No one was hanging out with me. But these guys were saying the exact same thing that was going in my mind. And we talked about this before this. You said something about Kanye. Like, it just kind of mirrored what they were saying. It just, like a cult. Like, I needed somewhere to belong at the time.
That's what hip hop is.
Really,
I don't hold it against you. I don't hold it against you. We were kids.
It took you guys to pull me out of that stuff.
You've come around.
Yeah, you're ex-Juggalo.
I was always cooler than those guys. I think that was the problem.
Well, it was funny because whenever I got that security badge for you for the Juggalo show, you're like, I just wanted to apologize. And we're not all like this. We all don't sit in the parking lot and soak hot dogs and Faygo and then cook them on the grill.
So some of us just like to hang out with these people.
Because I met some good
But then all the
Juggalos.
people turned into fucking weirdos.
Dude, I listened to ICP in the 90s, you know what I mean, when I was a kid. But like, now I can still listen to it for nostalgia, but now I'm like, man, if I heard that now, I'd fucking hate it.
I was just always desperate for somebody to get the same music taste as me. I remember giving you like half my CD case one day because I just...
You got me into a lot of metal. Yeah. You got me into Pantera,
Would you play The Gathering? They booked you in a comedy set. Would you do The Gathering Juggalos?
Hell yeah, I do. Bro. I do anything to give me exposure.
In a heartbeat.
I interviewed Congo Kong, who was like...
If that ever happens for us, I'm a Juggalo again.
Yeah.
If anybody asks, I've been a Juggalo the whole time.
All right.
But invite me to make fun of Juggalos.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to play.
Here's the thing, shit at you.
I don't ever want to go to the Gathering of the Juggalos. Like, I just don't want to. I don't have an interest in going. Money. But if we get offered to play it, I want to play that shit. Just to say that I was gonna put that on the dwarf resume. Like we played the Gathering.
Well, I put it in the ether. I put it in the world that we're gonna play Skankfest, and we end up playing it.
That's
true.
So
if I manifest it hard enough, we might play the Gathering.
You have to get paid in order to play at a place that smells that bad.
I'm
just saying. Well, I heard they pay you in like garbage bags full of money too. And I'm like, dude, that's badass. Because Zach and Miko, he's gonna play. And he just shows up with a garbage bag full of money.
That's awesome.
I'll take it.
Shit.
I'll take it.
Like,
I got a mortgage.
I do know that they take care of you really well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That whole family thing that they do is still present up there, but then all these people are not.
Violent J got a show on Gas Digital now.
I know,
on the
crazy.
Louis J. Gomez's network.
I saw how high
he's more interesting as that. I mean, he's not. He can't rap anymore, so just stop it. Do something.
I saw that Big J was like billed really high on the Gathering poster, and I'm like, I know why. He's fucking sucking that. Anyways, on that note, we got to take a break. So listen to this message from Harvestfest
19
X. Harvestfest X coming up September 14th. Here's a commercial for it. We'll be right back after these messages.
Heartburn.
ANIS. Anus. Bam. 800 points. That's game.
It's not how you spell anus.
I went to Ivy Tech for 2.5 years, bro. I can spell anus.
You know what? I know an expert in this field.
I think I know who you're talking about.
What are you guys doing? We gotta go play Harvestfest. I'm in here getting all of our gear, and you guys are here playing Scrabble? Again?
You know what, Maddie? You can settle this for us.
Yeah. How do you spell anus?
I'm not gonna settle another Scrabble discrepancy for you guys. That's the third time this week.
Calm down, Maddie. Harvestfest isn't until September 14th. Gates open at 4 p.m.
Yeah. At the Miami Open Air Auditorium. Google for directions.
Are you telling me that Harvestfest X is not until September 14th? Featuring bands such as Fourth Among Midgets, Forgotten Ashes, Tight Like a Tiger, GPD, Resonate, and Patron? September 14th?
I'm hungry.
Shut up! There's gonna be food at Harvestfest. The lunch break's coming down, and they're gonna make delicious burgers!
I'm not having fun anymore.
Fun? You wanna have fun? Well, I got a doozy for you because the Kokomo Press is coming out and they're going to have stand-up comedians. We're talking Sean D., Pierce Clott, Michael Howard, Greg Lindberg, Alexa Eden, Davey Moomaw, Jordan Granger, Jacob Harder, Brian Allen West, and Dan Alton.
Say it, don't spray it.
Maddie! Bro. Since you put it that way, bro. You know, you're right. You guys. I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't have blown off the handle like that. Here's how you spell anus. A-N-U-S. Just think about it like I do. The way I remember it, it's an United States, right? So, anyways, I'll see you guys September 14th at Harvestfest X at the Miami Open Air Auditorium. Google for directions.
Bring a tent.
I don't get it. In United States.
Have mercy.
And we're back here with the Outhouse Super Show, episode 23.
Michael Jordan status.
Michael Jordan status.
23. That's no question. LeBron or Michael Jordan?
I mean, it's Jordan.
Of
but-
course.
Yeah,
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you.
I'm a child of the 90s, though, so I can't.
I'm wearing my Rodman jersey. Yeah.
There you go. Jordans or Yeezys.
Yeah, but Jordan.
Oh man, Yeezys right now though.
Yeah.
Like these are so comfortable. I've only owned maybe I own one pair of Jordans, and I've owned two, but I don't think the other ones count because they were running shoes and they were like Jordan, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I own one pair of Jordans. It was actually a wedding gift from a friend.
Which ones were they?
They were fuck. He'd kill me because I don't know this
it's
shit.
All good. It's all good.
I'm not that cool.
I'm not either, but
Yeah,
I just like the design of the ones. So I had a set of the whatever the flu game ones. I had those when I was a kid.
Oh yeah,
the black and red.
Yeah.
But I look at them now and I'm like, those were ugly as hell. Like what? Like,
Dude,
but I loved them when I was like 11.
I got made fun of because my Sean Kemp's. I had black
You had
and
Sean
green
Kemp
Sean
shoes?
Kemp's.
That's what mine are.
Yeah.
My Jordans are
Yeah,
though.
the Sean
They're like
Kemp's.
black and green.
Oh yeah, you wore them at
Gold.
your wedding, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think those
my
were
wedding shoes.
I think those were ones. I think
Were they Air Force Ones?
No, they were Jordan.
Jordan ones.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan ones. Yeah, like the first. The
okay,
the
yeah.
ones that I have. I have two pairs of
Okay,
ones,
nice.
but yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because I wanted to get the Jordans, but I got the Sean Kemp's instead.
Do you remember like the Shaq shoes back in the day?
Yeah,
Like he went
yeah,
with like
Shaq.
he
Reebok.
went with a cheaper one because you can get them at the time for like $30, and he did that because he didn't want kids to not be able to afford his shoes.
Yeah.
So he like turned down a deal with like Nike or somebody, and he went with the cheaper one because he wanted them to be able to be sold in Kmart and shit.
Walmart. He had
Was
a
it Walmart?
deal with
Yeah.
Walmart.
Those
Because-
shoes
Which
were
is cool
shitty.
though.
well,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I never had them, but I just like the gesture, you know.
Yeah.
Well, because he
It's
went,
nice.
he went to Reebok first because Michael Jordan had Nike.
Okay.
So he wanted to make Reebok just as big as Jordan, but then that's what he was saying. Like kids can't afford my shoes, so he turned down all this millions of dollars from Reebok that they're offering him to make $20 shoes
wanted to
at
make cheaper
Walmart.
ones, man.
Yeah, it was the
I
same
remember
thing.
lots of kids having them. I never had any, but
and I love Shaq too, where he'll just go in a random store and just buy a kid a bicycle or
yeah,
something, like
dude.
TV or something. Like imagine that you just
I mean,
broke
for-
as hell, and all of a
for
sudden Shaq
Shaq,
comes in. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
well, he goes into like poor neighborhoods and
Yeah,
stuff,
and
and he'll
buys
go in and
TVs
just
and shit.
he'll just walk into a toy store and like any kid in there, he's just like, all right, grab whatever you want.
Yeah.
Knucklehead.
Yeah.
No, that's Charles Barkley.
For Shaq, that probably
Knucklehead.
worked. He probably got more money on the back end of the shit.
But it makes you think
Like,
he's compensating for something. What's he guilty of? You know what I mean?
People can be good people, Jesse. Come on.
Shaq be fucking.
I know. I'm just fucking around.
I don't know.
Shaq be fucking.
Shaq be fucking.
I think he's just a good dude. I think he wants to help out kids.
He
You know?
probably thinks all the kids are his.
Isn't that-
he's
Oh,
taking
God.
care of.
Isn't that weird? It's so rare, right? That to find like good people.
Yeah,
Like,
so you just automatically think they have ulterior
Yeah,
motives. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm guilty of that. I always think that too. I'm
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck you hiding? So
Exactly.
like,
But I feel like okay, I feel like a guy like Shaq. I don't know his entire background, but it's possible maybe he grew up like those kids,
Yeah,
and
he
now
did.
he's got the money and he wants to go back and
Well,
give
no,
back.
his dad was a drill sergeant. His dad was like
Okay.
very angry. Like because I watched a documentary.
So
on
he's
him.
the opposite.
Yes, yeah, and because there's a game he was playing, and he was like laying it up and stuff like that, you know, like doing the shots, trying to get it, you know, and like he went to go dunk it, and he laid it in like a little finger roll, you know, and his dad literally took him off the court, slapped him, and said, "You're Shaquille O'Neal. You dunked that fucking ball." Jesus. And then every time he's imagining his dad.
Oh yeah,
when he's dunking it, because every time that's why he's ripping shit off, seeing his dad slapping him in the face. And man, his dad was like small. And Shaq was like 6'9".
Imagine having a kid having that big.
Yeah, that's balls on that little dude, the little drill sergeant. I was like, dude, little Shaq's dad.
This gives me hope that I'll make it into comedy because I tell so many bad dad jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
And not like bad dad jokes, just my dad was bad.
Exactly.
Right.
You're funny. I like to go to my blind cousin's house and rearrange his furniture when he's not looking like when he's sleeping. Is that funny?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I call it creepy crawly.
Yeah.
Was that one of your questions?
Yeah, that is. I got that written down.
What other questions you got? Let's see what.
Okay,
you got to interview the guest.
Virgo or Scorpio.
So which Ninja Turtle do you identify as? Or what's your favorite, I guess you would say?
That's a good one. I like identify.
So Michelangelo was always my favorite.
Okay. Party.
But I don't know. As I grow up, I feel more like Raphael. So
that's because of the daddy issues.
But what weapon would you choose? If you can choose any weapon of all the turtles,
I think it's the size.
The size, yeah, because they're for defense only.
Yeah, like if I roll up with some nunchucks, I feel weird.
I'm gonna hurt myself.
Most definitely. I like Donatello's weapon, but I identify as Leonardo.
See, I'm all Donatello because he's a nerd. But he's still a skateboarder, so he's kind of cool. I think we talked about this.
Yes,
I have reasons, and I like the bow staff. You know, so and I love purple. So like Donatello's my dude, and he was voiced by Corey Feldman.
Yes,
well, 1 and 3.
Yes,
my favorite drink, purple.
Yeah. The second one, he was in trouble with the law.
What song did you listen to last, and what did you eat for supper last night?
Oh, I just listened to Vultures 2.
Okay.
I figured that
it just came out.
So
the last song I listened to was Sky City. I think that's what it's called.
I haven't listened to it at all yet.
Or City in the Sky.
I'll probably give it a chance, but I've hated the last few records, honestly.
Okay, so I loved Vultures.
Yeah.
And this new one's okay, but like maybe I need to listen to it a couple more times.
Give it a chance, another chance.
There's some bangers on it that I like, but like I like the first concept first, if that makes sense.
Living the life of a celebrity is really hard. Do you agree with Chris Benoit's decision to take his family out of the spotlight?
Jeez.
Weird. You had a Chris Benoit joke at the open mic, didn't you?
Right?
Really?
Yeah, you had a Chris Benoit joke at the open mic, didn't you?
Oh, no, that wasn't me.
Okay.
That was somebody, though.
Somebody else, someone mentioned, and then you riffed off of that.
Yeah. I just told him, I don't know if you want to identify with Chris Benoit. Like, I don't know. There's some days I'm just like, come on, bros.
No, that's what it was. Because I was like, he was framed. That's what I said. That's what it was. And you're like, what?
I don't think you want to side with Chris Benoit, but I know the frame theory.
Have you heard Jesse's theory?
Yeah.
He has a full ass theory on the whole thing.
I have a theory that Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit had a secret marriage.
Oh.
Like they fell in love with each other, had a marriage in Mexico. Where it was, and then his wife used it against him. He came home, right? She killed the son. And out of fit of rage, he murdered her because she killed him because of the gay marriage. That's what I think.
Oof.
Where's Kevin Sullivan falling in this?
Yeah, that's a whole different theory. That's a whole different. That's a satanic. That's a satanic thing.
He's got to be part of the
he had
theory.
nothing to do with it.
After you find out about Vince McMahon and his sexual shenanigans, you start to wonder.
Hey.
I mean, concussions do a lot of shit.
Who does that surprise?
That doesn't surprise me at all.
What surprised me is there was somebody else doing that besides me. You know,
I'm surprised it took it this long to catch him. Really, you know. I'm surprised it took this long.
Dude.
I mean, I have a shitload of dildos named after wrestlers. It's so weird. I mean, The Rock is literally just a rock.
You stop.
Hey!
Yokozuna is
my
a
dad
big
like
rock.
that.
No, you stopped watching, so you got like old ones called Red Rooster and shit like that.
I got the Iron
Honky
Sheik.
Tonk Man.
Abdullah the Butcher. Do not fuck. That's just a fork.
Oh God. Oh no.
A rusty fork called Abdullah the Butcher.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. You know.
It's like you spit on it. You're like, you ready for the butcher?
I slap her chest and go, woo, and go with the fork.
Style profile. No shit, she's bleeding. Oh shit, she's bleeding. Oh shit, she's bleeding.
You know, when we were kids, we listened to the music our parents listened to. What was the first album music that started you on your own musical taste?
Ooh.
Okay. Well, this is a weird story. My very first CD was Coolio Gangsters
Oh,
Paradise.
that's awesome, man. I had that.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
I don't love saying that, but I got it at a wedding. It was a wedding present. like that they gave.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God! What a fucked up ass way.
They just gave a bunch of
Weird,
CDs
like
out.
samples?
It was a weird time.
They gave everyone a Blunt and a Coolio album. Okay.
I don't know. I was very little, so like I don't
Detroit?
remember.
Detroit?
But I do remember I had this CD for like a couple years, man, because like I didn't have a CD player. Right?
Oh shit!
Nice.
Like, I can't wait to
That
listen
was
to this
decoration.
thing.
I had the same thing with tapes. I had a bunch of tapes and not a tape player yet.
Yeah.
That's cool though, because like the anticipation.
Yes,
Did
it does.
it live up to the anticipation once you got a CD player though?
No, I think I very quickly replaced it, and like I once I got a CD player, like I was really into like DMX and like Rough Riders and Jay-Z and shit like
Shut
that.
them down,
and, like,
open up shop.
yeah. But like if you're asking where my musical like interests or like my grandma, she really liked like old school R&B. I almost wore a Prince shirt here today.
Nice.
And I would resurrect him as well.
One of the most underrated guitarrists of all time.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's the only
underrated.
person that ever looked good in a little red Corvette.
While wearing purple.
Yeah, while wearing purple.
Oh man, I helped to prove you wrong that day. Although I want a yellow one.
How bad
But
would it
that
suck?
doesn't have a good ring to it. Little yellow Corvette.
Yeah.
I know.
But imagine back in the day of him stealing your woman and just not like, you know,
I mean-
just for the hell of it and go, I don't even want her. I don't even want this chick.
He, he just comes into the room.
Yeah,
he
just
opens up his
steals it.
shirt.
Yeah.
Fucking two white
She
doves
just
flop
steals-
out the
yeah.
side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He walks up, the wind's blowing
Yeah.
him. He's like doing
Game.
the bat dance and shit from
Yeah.
I think his
Gets her.
whole aesthetic was bitch, leave me alone.
Oh yeah.
You
Well, that
could-
dude was like eccentric as eccentric as.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
they interviewed all the girls and stuff. Like he's like a perfectionist with a capital P, and like they're like he's a loving person until you don't do something right. Like if you hit the wrong key, and he'll just give you that death stare.
Oh,
And you'd be like, you don't want Prince staring at you.
I thought you meant like he was a giver. Like I swear to God, I fucking come straight at the wall.
Oh,
Oh
God.
wow. Oh wow.
I mean, Prince. It was Prince, right?
Oh wow.
Well, you would come if Prince fucked you, right? I mean, come on.
I mean, he was the only guy that made it
That's
rain at the
true.
Super Bowl.
That's
So
true.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, see, there you
and
go.
they their lights on it made it rain purple.
know.
That was so cool.
Whatever
It was-
happened,
that's
man.
the coolest
We used to
Super
have
Bowl.
Prince at
And
the
you-
Super Bowl.
and
Now we
you-
got Justin Timberlake grabbing titties and.
That was like 15
was
years
after,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's the last time.
That happened
That's the last
before
good-
Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that
before
happened
Prince.
before Prince.
I don't
Prince
think
was
so.
after. Yeah,
I
Prince
don't
was
think
after
it
that
was.
because Indianapolis was
What?
2008. Yeah,
I think Prince was
because
dead.
Indianapolis
At that point.
No,
I think
no.
he was at that point, wasn't he?
No.
Kibble's just showing your age.
Justin Timberlake was
I'm
way
showing my
before
love for
Prince.
football.
Justin Timberlake was way before
Yeah, it
Prince.
Is it the best one ever? Was Aretha Franklin in 19? No.
Michael Jackson, 1991 was the best
There you
one.
go.
Yeah,
That was
there you
good,
go.
yeah.
I think that was because he popped up like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and then he stood there for like 5 minutes and didn't say nothing, just looking down, and people are going nuts. They're just like, and he's just like,
The mark of a true artist. If you could just stand there in that silence and, let
he
it
was
let it
milking it.
sink
He was
in.
milking it. He was seeing how long he can go, and they would quiet down for a minute, and then all of a sudden started cheering him,
Yeah.
and he wouldn't move.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna stay here.
It's
and
like one of
milk
those
it.
Family Guy jokes.
Yeah.
It's like it's funny and then it goes too long. It's not
Yes.
funny and then it starts to become funny
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
That wasn't even Michael Jackson, guys. That was a bot. He hadn't been activated
Whoa.
yet.
Thing
They were
clipped him.
puppeteering him from the back, and the puppeteer had to take a shit, right? So he was just sitting there on stage, and he missed his cue. But then he got back there and got on and started moonwalking and shit.
Well, because it's because of that show, that Michael Jackson show. That's why the Super Bowl got big performances because of that. Because I think the year before, like some Fox or something had a TV halftime show. Because back then the Super Bowl halftime was like marching bands, like no
Right,
one gave
yeah.
a shit. And then as soon as they had Michael Jackson on, they're like, "Whew, now it's just spectacular now."
Yeah, he sparked it.
Yeah.
He
It's that
definitely-
money now. It's like
all
the
money,
biggest ad.
and you got to pay to play the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Is that
said-
fucked
yeah,
up?
we talked about that last week.
Yeah, that's so
I didn't
fucked
know that.
up. Like because it's
crazy.
the biggest TV
we
show.
paid to play for
biggest
Guar.
spot.
I could
I
understand
mean,
the Super
it's
Bowl.
an endorsement of
Yeah,
yourself
exactly.
on the
yeah.
largest
We sold
stage.
tickets.
largest,
Different.
largest.
Yeah, we
I mean,
did.
NFL smart
did.
as fuck. They figured
Yeah.
out, hey man, we don't need you. You need us.
Yeah.
Like we
it's like
run this
pulsating.
shit right here.
That's weird.
Hold on. I think it's the battery.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's like Ghostbusters. It comes
Nah,
to ghost.
my dad be fucking with shit sometimes. So like, I don't know. He follows me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's the battery gone dead.
Yeah. Oh.
Welcome
Holy
to the
shit.
Outhouse Super Show,
Holy
where
shit.
we're fucking
Holy
shit up.
shit.
Well, I got a question for you.
keep on running.
Yeah, keep on running.
Yeah.
They say
it's
a-
hardcore as fuck.
They say the way to a man's heart is his stomach. Do you think that's true?
Oh yeah.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I say
Okay.
it's his dick.
I don't.
Well, no, that's the exit. As soon as you make a guy come, he thinks more clearly.
No, that's when I knew that I'm leaving.
Oh.
When someone comes, when
But
the
when
guy
I came,
comes,
I was
you're done.
done,
Your job
you
is
know?
done.
Yeah, yeah.
I love good food, man.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of cum.
No, the food, the stomach, to his stomach.
My bad.
The way to your heart is through your stomach, and that may be filled with cum. That's true.
Well, M&M and bong resin.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
And cum on top of it.
Yeah, what are your favorite smells? M&M's and bong resin. That's funny. Mine's
we had a plug right there the whole time.
Johnson's lotion and sweat. I think those are my two favorite smells.
Nice.
It reminds me of my teenagerhood, you know.
I was going to tell you too. I like that because I was talking to Larry, the producer.
Yeah.
And I was telling him
shout out Larry.
Yeah, dude. Larry fucking killed it, bro.
I hope we have him back for more shows.
And I was telling him because I
heard good things.
I have a hip hop show here already, October 11th.
Yes.
Already booked.
Really?
Yeah.
Who you got?
It's Odd Unique and all his
all his friends,
his buddies that they're going to do, and I think Larry's going to be here to do it, the music for it.
Speaking of Odd Unique, he is also performing August 16th on the grand opening of Outhouse Records. Coming August 16th, we're going to be open noon to midnight. He'll be open. I keep saying our, as in like it's our record store.
Our record store.
I know, but you're the proprietor.
But on paper I am. But
you're Mr. Moneybags, but
it's Outhouse.
He's not going to be able to do it alone, and we're here to give him everything.
I can't do it alone.
Yeah.
There's no way.
But noon
got me, baby.
Noon to midnight, August 16th, grand opening. We got Odd Unique playing. We got Dwarf Among Midgets playing. We got what is it?
Scared Sacred.
Scared Sacred playing.
And it's hosted by Brian Allen West and Jordan
Granger.
Danger Granger.
Yeah, Jordan was mad that we haven't mentioned that.
I was thinking about not doing it. I was like, we shouldn't do it just to piss him off one more time.
There's one more performer too.
Dwarf.
We got Dwarf, Scared Sacred,
Odd Unique.
One more.
Oh, GPD.
GPD. How am I forgetting GPD with Dave?
Dave's gonna whoop your ass. Dave's gonna whoop your ass.
My bad.
Oh no.
GPD. Yeah, well, our first guest on the Outhouse Super Show, by the way.
Yes,
So I'll put the flyer up. It's probably already up if I'm in post. But yeah, so come down August 16th downtown.
We should do some wrestling shit with Jordan. You come in as the real Jordan.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Stun Jordan.
Oh, that would be awesome. I'm the other Jordan, the real Jordan.
The fight.
You also were like, what's that music? You like Kanye West comes. Like,
wait, didn't we do? We did something like that at one of our shows. Like there's a bump up here. What show was that?
That was the comedy show with the what's that guy in the wheelchair?
Oh yeah,
that's
what it was.
Yeah.
Josh Blue or no?
I got RKO'd that night.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, RKO'd. Yeah,
I was trying to remember.
I want to recreate that, but here.
All right, I got you.
Same place. We got to do the recreation.
Now we got more room.
Everybody has deja vu. Like, well, didn't this happen already?
I need to do it to somebody else.
Yes.
Like, let me
get your revenge.
Yeah. Well, I can.
To Jordan.
I can holler.
See if Jordan will take a bump.
Oh, it was Christian. That's right.
Yeah.
See if Jordan will take a bump.
Jordan ain't taking no bumps.
That's
What are you talking about? He ain't taking no bumps.
That is true.
That's
the only bump he takes.
Oh shit!
Lovely lady bump.
Hey.
Speaking of cocaine, recommend a movie to us, Jordan.
Oh,
Blow.
Oh brother, where art thou?
Nice.
Oh, an old
you like
one.
it?
Yeah.
You like it?
That's not one I can't.
Odyssey.
I didn't think he'd come to that one.
Greek mythology.
Yeah, that's on the Odyssey. Or
Homer's Odyssey.
yeah, Homer's Odyssey. I was thinking it's not the Iliad. No, it's the Odyssey. So it's got the Cyclops, John Goodman.
And so John
and then
Goodman's
the seer is
so
the
good.
old man, the blind man. Beginning. Yeah, that's good.
It's my favorite.
The soundtrack to that one's
That's
great.
my favorite soundtrack of any movie.
I dig that.
And it's not George Clooney singing. I was sad when I found that out.
Yeah, of course not.
In this very building, I came out to
That's right.
music.
Oh, like Clan
to
Man.
That was funny. That was so funny, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I regret that now, but it's okay.
so funny.
It's okay. We learn.
I just wish you would have stood there a little bit longer. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
How
maybe.
sweaty was it behind that,
shit
though?
was
Well,
the anxiety
with me
probably costs way
already,
more.
It's that part. It's that part. I was anxious about. I was like, man, I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
And like,
You definitely should. It was funny.
it's not something I'll ever do again because I don't know, but like
It was the right
didn't-
crowd for it.
You only need it once.
Yeah.
All you need is one.
Honestly, it helped me because I'm like, it helped me find my footing in comedy and this shit. Like, I figured out some shit. I mean, I still use some jokes from even that set. So like, it's fun.
It was great.
I shocked my family that was here.
They didn't even know. They didn't know.
Yeah, they did not know.
Oh, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
Oh shit!
That makes it even funnier to me.
They were like, "What the fuck is?"
I was
wrong with
dying,
you?"
dude. I was like, I can't believe he actually did it. Because when you were talking about it, I was like, he's not really doing this. Like, he's gonna get all the way up there and then not do it. But then you fucking did it. I'm like,
No,
Jesus,
man.
dude.
Look, I do
crazy.
shit. I be doing.
You should have been like Michael Jackson. Stay there. How long you can sit in the Klansman? Before, you see how they get they're booing and shit. You're just standing there like.
Oh, no,
Wait till
man.
the violence starts and then reveal.
Yeah,
and
then,
then they're like, oh, okay, let's sit back down.
Clayton Bigsby.
I saw a homie's face like three
Oh
rows
my
in,
God.
and they were like, "What the fuck?"
Doing this shit.
Yeah. This motherfucker. I was just
mother-
like, "Oh fuck, bro." Like I can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah, that definitely
That's
took a lot
ballsy,
of,
dude.
That took a lot of balls.
You get shot up on stage, and then they find out, like, oh shit, wait a minute.
Ah,
Who did I
fuck,
just
we
shoot?
fucked up.
Clayton
Man,
Bigsby.
we shot Trayvon Martin.
So we did something similar one time. So not that KKK, but I did bring a gun on stage, and the crowd had no idea.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
So we did. I don't know if you've seen our first movie, Breaking the Dwarf Wall. If not, go check it out on YouTube. It's up there for free.
Yes, sir.
But at the end, spoiler alert, big spoiler alert, I shoot myself at the end.
Oh, okay.
On stage, and nobody in the bar except for us and like the promoter knew that I was going to bring a gun on stage.
and it was pretty packed. It was pretty packed.
It was packed up during a show.
during the show.
The whole place was packed up. It was in Anderson though, so it's like kind of a trash.
Hollywood,
okay,
Hollywood
yeah.
Birdhouse.
Yeah, yeah.
They see that all the time.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But no, that was the craziest thing. So like I had it in my my belt, my pants basically, and we get all the way to the end of the show, and we're in the middle of Mr. Wiggles because in the movie he makes me go crazy and stuff, and then I start seeing clowns everywhere, and I can't take it anymore. I kill myself on stage, and the second movie is coming, the sequel, and we're gonna break the timeline. But anyways,
If you like Deadpool,
we're doing
Wolverine.
stupid multiverse shit. We've had the multiverse planned for like way before all this multiverse shit came out.
Hell yeah.
But anyway,
Disney
so
steals everything. It's
yeah.
them and
Oh, yeah.
Google.
so I'm just
And
glad, I just wish we would have made it back when we planned it. But
Yeah.
but anyways, now it's just gonna look like we're ripping off. But anyway, so I go on stage, right, and we're in the middle of the breakdown of the song. I start fucking going crazy, like start acting. Nobody knew that we were acting. There were signs up saying we were filming, but
Yes.
you know,
They didn't know what up.
filming
Yeah,
a music
yeah.
a music performance.
We're just playing music.
So we're just playing, and I put my guitar down and I pull the gun out like this, and I hear like, oh shit, and I start seeing people duck out the back.
Yeah,
Like, I
dude.
thought I was gonna shoot the place up or something.
They kicked the door. Like I heard, those sounds of the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
crazy.
No, that would have been me, real
Yeah,
quick. I'm
yeah.
sorry, Broly. Sorry.
Looking back though, I'm like, dude, like, what if
could've called the cops.
somebody could have shot me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They would have thought I was gonna, I
Yeah.
could have easily gotten
Yeah,
shot.
oh,
I was crazy back then.
Yeah.
Dwarf was nuts. But anyways, so
That was worth it too. The shot was amazing.
I fucking pull it up,
was.
right, and I'm like. I fucking cock it. I'm all crazy looking, and I stick it in my mouth. And his brother was supposed to play a shotgun
Gunshot.
sound,
Yeah.
a gunshot on the PA, but he
Yeah.
was like outside getting stoned.
Yeah.
So he missed the cue. So I'm standing here with the
With a gun
shot.
in the mouth.
It was supposed to go, and I was gonna fall.
Hollywood Hogan's like getting it close up.
Yeah, yeah.
they're just staring at
I'm
him.
standing here with the gun in my mouth, and I'm like looking around, and everybody's quiet. Anybody that's actually still in the room, everybody's freaked the fuck out. You could feel the tension in the
Yeah,
room.
it was
And I'm
funny.
standing here, and I start looking around, and then you start hearing people chuckle, like, "Oh, it's
Yeah,
part of the
yeah,
thing." Like
yeah.
they're like, "Oh, okay, I get it.
It's a
bit now."
fake gun.
And
They're
I'm
like, then they find out it's a real gun. Remember at first I thought
it was
fake
a real
I
gun. It
know,
was a real gun. It wasn't loaded, but it was a real gun.
People thought it was, oh, it's fake, and they're like,
So-
no, it's check it out.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm standing there, and these people start laughing, and then I'm like, Jesse, where's your brother?
Yeah.
He was outside, so we had to. We ended up having to reshoot it. So I was like, I got on the back on the mic, and I was like, all right, guys, that was part of the show. I apologize if I freaked you guys out. It's like, but you can go home now. We got to reshoot
Yeah,
this
there's
real
nobody
quick.
there. Nobody was there.
So then the funniest thing is, so everybody left. So then we're reshooting this shot, right? And so we actually get the right shot, and I hit the floor, and the camera pans around, and there's like 3 people out there,
Lucifist,
which is even funnier because
like you murdered somebody in front of nobody.
Like I went through this whole big thing for like no crowd, and I'm almost glad that it worked that way because if the whole place was full, I don't think it would have had the comedic value of it.
Right.
It was so fucking funny though, and then they just start clapping, and I'm like laying there, and Jesse comes up, and he's all like, "Oh my god!"
Why?
And that's the end of the movie.
Why?
But like, it was
Sort
crazy because. Well, kind of, but it was very similar to the thing. Like you could have gotten shot on stage. Right. I also could have gotten shot on stage, and I can't believe I fucking did that shit. And I kind of, I probably wouldn't do it now.
I'm jealous.
With the fake gun,
it was wild.
We do it with a fake gun. Definitely.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'm jealous because like I can't even go to the gas station and buy a Red Bull without some cowboy being like, "Hey, bro."
See, I don't know what that's like, so I can't speak
Steal
on
the
that.
carry, brother. Like, whoa,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm followed around Walmart. People always look at me like I'm going to steal something. They're always scared of me.
Yeah.
Surprised
Well, it's the
if I
Juggalo
open a door for
tattoos.
them.
It's the Juggalo.
I keep
Juggalo
my
tattoos.
tattoos
Yeah.
covered up.
No, they smell it.
You made choices.
He had that shit when he was like
So did you.
15.
So you got. Look at you. Look,
That's
you
funny.
made a choice. You
funny.
identify as half black, right?
It's like,
Oh, by choice. Yeah.
My mom abandoned me. You don't even know.
I'm pretty sure you had
My
that
mom
one
tried, but I was smart. I
when
kept
we were
finding my way
teenagers.
home.
Didn't you have that tattoo or no?
Yes.
Yeah, we were like 15. He had that shit. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Nothing on me except for this, and this should represent who I am.
Yeah. I'm so glad I didn't get tattoos until I was an adult. Or I mean, I was 18, but
that's the last thing you want to hear.
If
though,
I could,
Jordan.
I still have bad tattoos.
Like you're walking in a convenience store and you're just walking. You don't want to hear, "Hey, boy."
Oh no.
And you're like, "Oh, come on."
I walk right back out. I walk right back out in a hurry. No, not today, bro.
Fucking stupid.
Concealed and carry, Trump America.
Oh my God. Christ.
You don't even conceal it, bro. Like, what the fuck you need your Glock in Walmart for?
Why are you
like,
walking around freaking Hardee's with an AR?
Right, so I was at work. I sell internet for a company I'm not going to name, but anyways, I do door knocking, so I walk around and I go to businesses and stuff.
Oh God!
And I was in the Martindale Brightwood area of Indy, right, East Indy. It was a bad neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
But I had a place to go to because we had a meeting with one of the businesses. I'm like, I'm gonna hit a couple of these, whatever. And I had to pee real bad, so I stop at a gas station and I walk in. And obviously can't get to the bathroom because fuck, we're in Brightwood. You know, they don't let people use the bathroom.
Exactly.
There's a dude in there.
People overdosing him. That's why.
There's a guy in there with a fucking. It looked like a fucking Uzi, like a straight up like submachine gun kind of thing, stuffed in his basketball shorts. And I'm like, I'm standing there in line. I'm trying to get a water, and I'm like, I just put my water back. I went back. I'm like, I'm fucking leaving. And like, it's just weird, you know what I mean? And then I'm sitting outside and I'm on my laptop because I'm carrying a laptop. I got two phones on me because I got my phone and my work phone. I got my iPad. Right. I got all this shit in this badass. I'm like, I need to get out of here. Yeah, so I'm looking, but I'm like, I'm gonna hit a couple doors before I go because I'm trying to make money. It's 3 PM. You know what's gonna go down. So I'm sitting there.
The sun goes down, you're safe.
I'm on the. I know, dude. I'm like, it's fucking rough. You know, it's a crazy ass neighborhood. But I'm sitting here on my laptop trying to find the next door or whatever, and I hear pop, 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 pop right behind the store. That dude had just walked out. So I'm like, so it wasn't a submachine gun. It was something semi-auto, but it looked like it, you know. So I'm like, fuck, I just got the fuck out of there. I ran a red light, went home. Like, fuck this shit.
I guarantee what it was.
Because I don't carry. I'm not allowed to by job, which I should be able to. But
I guarantee what it was. He probably went in there to show off his friend his new gun. He went to go show off his buddy that works there. I was like, "Hey, you want to take it out back and shoot it real quick?"
That's
like,
probably what it was.
Man, that thing is nice.
That's a possibility.
I
but
guarantee that's what happened.
through my mind, I was like, I don't know what the fuck just happened. I got to get out because I have no protection for anything, and I have all this shit on me. I'm about to get robbed.
If you could have stayed, you could have shot it too. You know, like shit. Let me squeeze it.
But here I am in fucking khakis and an AT&T. Oh shit, AT&T polo 26. Shirt. I mean, I'm looking, you know, like a fucking perfect guy to rob, basically.
I would rob you.
You're the mark.
Yeah. So I'm like, I shouldn't be in this neighborhood. So I told my boss, I'm like, I'm not going back to that neighborhood again. You can't make me. Like,
never again.
You can't make me, Mom. I'm not going to do it.
You know what you do so you don't get robbed? Carry a pillowcase with a pillow in it. They won't fuck with you. I was in the South Side Chicago, and I parked my semi, and I walked through the South Side Chicago to Ian's house, and all I had was a pillowcase. And I'm walking the streets with a pillowcase, and people were like avoiding me. Like, I don't know what this dude got in his pillowcase, man. I don't know what this dude got in his pillowcase.
It had a pillow in it, or just a pillowcase full of stuff.
There was just a pillow.
That's weird.
That should be weird. Yeah. Like, I don't super mind big cities. Yeah. Like, that shit don't bug me. It's the really small ones that like I'm like I'm wary of.
Yeah, so I feel comfortable. Like, I'm, Newark, New Jersey, big major crime cities. Yeah. You know, like I can.
It depends on the neighborhood though. Like I said, Brightwood is not. It's not downtown Indy, you know. I don't mind going downtown, but like, that neighborhood's fucking rough.
Have a pillowcase with you with a pillow in it. The shit goes down.
Gunshots going off at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. There's gunshots going off in the back of a gas station. I'm like,
and if you knock someone out, you go night.
Somebody approaches me out there. I just usually first thing I say is, "Can I bum a smoke?"
Yeah.
Then I'm fine.
Then you're cool.
Yeah, that's a universal cue.
Remember we went to a gore show, and as soon as we left the gore show, a guy with no legs. It was a Halloween show, and it was like a veteran, like a war veteran, you know, he's like, and he walked up, he goes, "Trick or treat, got any change?"
I do remember that.
They really ain't got shit, but he sat there and talked to us for like an hour.
It was cool. We called him legs. We smoked weed with him and shit. But it's funny, he walked up to a dude with a bunch of space juice on him, like we're covered in green and red shit. He goes, "Hey, you got any change?" Like, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude didn't care. We were scary looking dudes. Yeah. He's got from a guar show. We were completely covered in green.
He's from the hood. He don't give a shit. He's like, "I've seen weirder shit in the hood." Ain't shit.
Remember that one time we played in Chicago and then we walked out the back door and someone gave us free Coke?
Yeah.
He wasn't.
No, that was coffee. That was your coffee.
Yeah, it was coffee. Were you there for that one?
No.
No.
Well, we gave it to.
We played with milkshake. That was green Jello with milkshake.
Huh?
Jesse wasn't there for
that.
No,
I was in Ohio.
Oh, you were not there for that.
In Ohio.
Yeah, it was.
So we walked out. Yeah, so this guy just gave us a free like little sampler kind of thing. Like, hey, you need some more, come back. So we ended up trading it for weed. Like, we're like,
Man,
I don't need this, but let's get some weed.
We were about to leave. He's like, "Man, He's like, do you guys need any coffee? I was like, man, I'd love some coffee. I got a long way to go. We're going to like
And
Pennsylvania
he's a big
or something
coffee,
next. You know what I
and
mean?
he loves coffee.
And like fucking, so I waited out there for like 10, 15 minutes, and he comes out and he's like, here you go, and give me a bunch of cocaine. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't want this. So I traded it to a friend of ours.
You got a decent amount. You got a decent amount of weed for it, though. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
Lead singer of Into
Got
the
some
Silo, which will be here at the record store eventually.
Hell yeah.
That was a fun time.
Into the Silo.
I think the best Coke is free.
I think we're about out of time though. So I want to thank you again, Hypocrisy Jones, for coming on to the podcast.
Thank you guys.
Kokomo Press
Yes.
and the In Your House podcast, and he's a stand-up comedian. He hosts a lot of Kokomo Press stuff. He does all kinds of stuff. Go check him out on social media. Hypocrisy Jones, right?
Yes.
And In Your House with a W and the Kokomo Press. And we appreciate you coming on, and it's been a good time and hanging out with us. You're always welcome back. Everybody come down August 16th to the record store.
Yep.
Grand opening.
Shopouthouse.com.
And go to shopouthouse.com, buy all your merch.
Here.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
We'll see you guys next time.
You draw trouble like an outhouse draws flies. Outhouse.
Oh, look, an indoor outhouse.
Been in outhouses that didn't stink that bad.